Hi guys, it's Baldrick here, and in today's episode we are doing an ultra expensive PC build. So it's gonna cost around 14,000 plus dollars. This is in Australian dollars, so it's probably about, I don't know, 8,000 American dollars or something like that, because PC parts are a lot cheaper there. But this is for Australia, so it's gonna get pretty expensive here. So we are starting off with Windows 8.1 OS. That costs you $115 just if you want to buy it normally. Obviously you can buy it cheaper if you want, but from the site which I'm getting at, which is PC Case Gear, it costs $115. I know you can get it way cheaper, but whoever would be buying this, I don't think that's really going to be a problem for them, because $115 to them is probably nothing. So alright, we've got the OS out of the way. Now onto the good stuff. We have the Intel i7 5960X. So that's an Extreme Edition octa-core processor. So that means it's got 8 cores. It's ridiculous how powerful this thing is. It has so much bandwidth for PCI, it's ridiculous. So you can put all your graphics card you want, and you're gonna get at least 4 8X slots, so you're not going to be missing out on bandwidth when you're doing quad SLI, which is what this rig is about. So that's why I picked that, and obviously it's going to last you a very long time, and it overclocks like a beauty. Now, next on the list is the water cooler. The water cooler I have picked is the Corsair Hydro Series H110 280mm CPU cooler. So this is water cooling. I didn't want to put any custom loops, because myself I can't really do custom loops in PC builds, so why would I put it? But this is almost the equivalent to doing a custom water loop, just because it's just a massive radiator. It's gonna keep your CPU ridiculously cool, so you can get some really good overclocks on it. Apparently this thing overclocks to 4.6 GHz plus, and with this water cooler you're definitely going to have no trouble hitting those frequencies. So that's why I picked. A lot of you may say you don't need water cooling, but this is a extremely overkill rig, so nothing here you actually need for gaming. You can easily get away with a gaming rig for about 700 Australian dollars, but this is just overkill. Now onto the next part. This is the graphics card. So what I've picked is, again, ridiculous overkill, but I've picked 4 Titan Blacks that are superclocked. So that's going to cost a lot of money. That's costing you $5,380 with all 4 of them. And just to get you an idea of how expensive that is, the most expensive desktop processor, which is what I picked, was the i7 5960X. That cost $1,199. So it is very expensive getting these graphics cards, but they are going to be able to power anything you throw at them, guys. Anything. So you can do, or you'd hope you could do, 4K screens in Nvidia surround, but I wouldn't really recommend that at the moment. What you really want this is for 4K gaming, because you're going to be getting the best FPS with this machine. You could chuck in a Xeon, but why would you get a Xeon when you can get this extreme processor for so much cheaper? And you don't need a Xeon for gaming anyway, because you can't really overclock them too well. So they're the graphics cards, so they're super clocked. You're going to get really good frequencies on these. They're perfect for putting in quad SLI because of their blower fan style heatsink, so it blows all the air out the back instead of into the case, or it sucks it in, because that's how Nvidia designed these. So it's pretty good design for SLIing, and it was really the only other option apart from the normal Titan Black. So next we have the RAM. Since this is a DDR4 I guess PC build, because you need the X99 chipset to run the Extreme Edition i7, we are picking the most expensive RAM. So I've picked Corsair Dominator Platinum, and it is running at 2800 megahertz. That is awesome. And not only 116GB kit, which is just costs a lot in itself. We are getting 2, which adds up to $1,298. So right now the RAM is very much overpriced, but these frequencies you're getting on your RAM is very fast. I know you can sort of hit that with DDR3, but we're going DDR4, so we may as well get the best. And the reason we can have it was 8 sticks of RAM in this PC is because our motherboard is definitely capable of housing that. It's got 8 RAM slots. So that moves us on to the motherboard. The motherboard I picked is a beast. It is the ASUS Rampage 5 Extreme motherboard. That retails for $599. So once again, very expensive, but it comes full of features. It's got quad SLI features. It's just perfect for what we're going to do here because it easily fits the 4 graphics cards. I made sure of that. And it also has all the capacity for all the RAM that we're putting in, and that's really all we need it to do. Obviously it might have a few other nice features like that overclocking monitor or whatever, but we're not really going to be worrying about that because we just need a really reliable motherboard, and I know ASUS makes reliable motherboards, so that's why we've picked the motherboard. So now onto another extremely important part of a PC build, the power supply. To run these graphics, I would recommend a minimum of 1200 watts just because quad SLI, you don't want to be maxing out your power supply. So that's why I picked the Corsair AX1500i Titanium power supply. So this thing should never ever let you down. It comes with, I'm pretty sure, a 7-year guarantee. So it's a very high-end power supply. And also it's got a ridiculous amount of cables because it's modular. You can plug in as many as you want and make it as neat as you want. So that's perfect for the extreme builders who would be building this sort of caliber PC. So that's why I picked it. And who doesn't want a modular power supply? I don't have a modular power supply, and I sort of wish I had one, but for this PC build I'm definitely not skimping on this PSU, as it is just a beast. Now we've got the case, the Corsair Obsidian 900D Super Tower case. That costs $429. Sorry if I didn't go over the price for the power supply. That costs $519. But the case costs $429. It is a massive case. It can easily house our motherboard, and that's really all we need it to do. It's got a nice side panel so you can show off your quad SLI Titan Blacks. So yeah, it's pretty beast. Next, this is where our price kicks up once again. We've got the hard drives. So what I picked for the hard drives, I picked the Hitachi Ultrastar Helium 6TB hard drive. But I didn't just pick one, guys. I'm going to put 3 in there, so that's 18 terabytes of storage there. And that comes in at $2,397. So that should last you as long as this PC is going to last with no issues whatsoever. I don't know any PCs that are having that kind of storage. And if you're going to say, oh, it's not a SSD, it's not high-end if it doesn't have one. So that's why I picked not just one, but once again, 4 Samsung 840 EVO Series 1TB SSDs. And that costs you $1,916. So that's for running all your games off. It's plenty of storage for games. You can even get away with 1TB of these. But if you put these in a good RAID, you're going to just enjoy the crap out of these SSDs, especially as a boot drive. It's going to boot really fast. Now this is sort of the stuff you'd expect with this build. I may as well chuck in a Blu-ray burner, the ASUS BW16D1HT Pro. That is a 16x Blu-ray burner, so it's the best Blu-ray burner you can really get, and that costs you $109. And now obviously for quad SLI you need a quad SLI bridge. That only costs you $3, so that's actually the cheapest part of this build. And next, and since the motherboard comes with a Wi-Fi inbuilt Wi-Fi, we don't have to worry about Wi-Fi, and we are done with this PC build. Anyway, if you are considering actually getting this beast of a PC build, I would highly recommend it, because you're going to have a fun time playing games with this at 4K. Anyway, see you later, have a nice day.